It happens daily.
I was responding to the new Marathon reference possible overdose.
To family, friends.
You respond in reference to an overdose ×2.
Call after call to save somebody, someone.
I have a 39-year-old male that overdosed on heroin.
Sometimes the person lives. Until next time.
He started taking pain pills.
Just ask Tommy Gillespie's loved ones who watched him struggle after back surgery.
It wasn't like Tommy woke up one day and said, hey, I'm going to shoot heroin in my arm.
The husband and father who loved to work on cars battled a roller coaster ride with drugs.
And we're looking for him for 2 hours.
In October 2016, Gillespie's cousin says he was found unconscious in a Lexington shopping center.
He was in the vehicle when he overdosed.
First responders took him to a hospital and saved his life.
He didn't really know where he was.
Teresa Goodlett says he was on parole, but never charged. He left the hospital free and clear along with some life-saving backup in case of another overdose.
There were 2 things of Narcan in his belongings.
13 months later, Gillespie, who tried to live a clean life, died after overdosing on fentanyl. Relatives wonder if going to jail with mandatory treatment would have made a difference.
I think with all my heart he would be alive had he had to be accountable for what he did.
Kentucky's one of 40 states with a Good Samaritan law. Enacted in 2015, it protects people from prosecution if they report an overdose or OD themselves. It's meant to encourage people to call for help instead of leaving someone to die for fear of being charged with drug possession or drug paraphernalia. But some of Tommy Gillespie's family believe part of the law may be hurting more than it's helping.
I don't want somebody to not save somebody's life, to be exempt from prosecution or criminal charges that anybody else would be if they weren't calling for assistance. Is crazy.
The numbers keep increasing. In 2016, Kentucky reported 13,000 overdose cases in emergency rooms. 1,404 people died. 2017 numbers are expected to be even higher. So is the law working?
I don't consider it enabling. I consider it dealing with a problem.
Kentucky's Director of Drug Control Policy says the state spends $1.5 million a year to supply emergency responders and hospitals with Narcan and counselors to help addicts. He doesn't believe the law gives them a pass.
The person passed out behind the wheel because they've been drinking is not about to die. The person who's laying there in an opioid an opioid overdose, they're going to die. We're trying to save their life.
Tommy Gillespie's family questions if this is the right kind of help.
I think that they need to be held accountable for their actions. I don't think that ignoring what they've done will help anybody. It didn't help him.
Covering the news, Lee Searcy, LEX 18 News.
Couldn't ask for a better day, huh?
He sees what we can't.
Well done. Good job.
Often says please and thank you
Oh, baby.
when a horse is brought out for him.
The feet look great, don't they?
It won't be long before Mike Ryan,
Great job, guys. Thank you.
who came to America in the 1970s, will have seen over 150,000 horses,
Perfect. Keep going like that, please.
and many of them a number of times.
Oh, my God.
He buys, sells, breeds, and races horses. When he finally got around to checking out Nyquist,
Okay, what?
he was tired.
I had already been looked at about 1,000 yearlings by that time. It was Labor Day weekend. It was the Tuesday of Labor Day weekend, and I saw him, and I thought he was the best Uncle Mo I'd seen. I mean, he just blew me away. I said, oh, my God, I just got a chill when I saw him.
You got to chill.
I did, yeah. Like, you know, the really good ones, they give you a feel. It's indescribable.
No one taught Mike how to spot a horse. Ryan and Jerry Dilger, his partner for over 30 years, bought Nyquist for $230,000. They were disappointed that they sold him for only $400,000.
And Nyquist is still unbeaten.
2016, Nyquist wins the Derby.
Always Dreaming has won the Kentucky Derby.
2017, Always Dreaming. He and Dilger bred Always Dreaming. The emotion of winning the Derby was special for all the obvious reasons, but Mike also had a heavy heart.
You win the Derby with a horse you bred outside the birth of your children. It's the greatest day of your life. But Mike wasn't there. He had just lost his father, went home to Ireland, came back to Kentucky, was really sick, so he watched the Derby he won in his living room.
We all jumped up off the chair when he turned for home in front in the lead, and he kind of opened up, at the top of the lane. We felt pretty good. It was an overwhelming experience. It's the joy, the sheer joy was unbelievable. This is the same family as Justify.
In Leg 2 of the Triple Crown last year, Cloud Computing wins the Preakness. Mike Ryan picked him out. This year, Mike's magic continues with Good Magic. It was love at first sight.
Nice and relaxed. Good Magic he was a beautiful yearling. I mean, mechanically he was so well put together. We use the word balanced it's overused, but his mechanics were unbelievable, and his mind is one of the things that impressed me the most. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Juan.
Impressing Ryan means you are impressing one of the greats when it comes to finding a horse to run on the first Saturday in May.
Oh, you look great.
At 95 years old, Corporal James Cecil is standing tall and still saluting, proud of the country he served.
Thank God I made it. I've lived a good life.
He enlisted in the Marines at the age of 17 and a half, alongside 18 of his classmates at Lexington's Lafayette High School. He went on to bravely serve in World War II, fighting in some of the bloodiest battles of the Pacific, including Okinawa and Saipan. He was promoted to corporal after killing a Japanese officer and even got a Purple Heart.
I had a lot of close calls.
But during all of that, one thing that kept him going was dreaming of one day wearing those sharp Marine dress blues.
I always said when I got home and it's all over with, first thing, Cecil, you are gonna get yourself a set of blues and have a night on the town.
But decades later, after 60 years of marriage, owning a business, and raising 2 sons, he still hadn't gotten them until his friends at Thompson Hood Veterans Center in Wilmore made it a reality.
I'm so happy. I can't believe it happened.
You're doing great.
So with the assistance of his family and others, Corporal Cecil is now the proud owner and wearer.
You look sharp.
Of an official set of dress blues, a small token of appreciation for a man who has done so much for our country.
I'm tickled to death. I can't express how happy I am.
In Jessamine County, for this Making a Difference, Claire Crouch, LEX 18 News.
A clean job site is a safe job site.
Trading blueprints for green beans.
We have honey carrots and manwich.
Can by can, Lexington's top architects and engineers are fighting hunger.
We have macaroni, we got some vegetables, we got dessert.
Okay. The designs.
Okay. That's on the ladder.
A departure from their typical work.
He's a dancing robot from the 80s.
And obviously, so is the medium.
Picking out the right cans are crucial for our structure.
It's all part of Canstruction, a worldwide charity art competition featuring structures made entirely out of canned food.
They have to be non-dented, they have to be new, they can't change the labels.
And in the end, those cans are donated to God's Pantry.
So it's really cool to see how they work and what they do, but then in the end, it helps feed so many people in our community.
Because they're professionals, these are no amateur structures.
We actually modeled it in 3D, our project, and then we made templates.
With months of planning and after-hours work.
These are just right here.
Whether it's a giant Rubik's Cube or basketball, these unconventional art pieces challenge the designers in unexpected ways.
It's actually really hard to find orange cans.
Last year's first competition yielded 23,000 pounds of food. At least 15,000 cans will be collected from this year's project alone, proving there is no way too creative.
I think it's really important that we can give back and give back to the community in such a fun way.
To help those in need.
Just get involved how you can with what you have and what you do. There's always a way to fight hunger in that area.
Covering this Making a Difference in Lexington, Claire Crouch, LEX 18 News.